lost in my mind, seeing different. If you ain't showing love, then you only showing hate, and I already get it.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Our game tonight featuring the Cavaliers.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. So the Nuggets win the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Jonas Valanciunas. Tristan Thompson is out there with Marc Gasol. Then it's Ball, and it's Young in at the 2. An exciting team in Denver these days, and their fans are letting them know it.
Yeah, they're starting to get fired up in Denver. The arena sold out 14 times last year compared to just 3 times the year before. So for decades, this has been a football town. Nuggets starting to garner some attention with the type of roster and the way that they play.
And he makes that one.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Cavaliers head coach and I got a chance to talk. He knows they have to dig in on defense. They're facing a really talented offense. He said if those guys get going, we're going to be on the wrong end of some long runs. We have to be disciplined, work together, and make those 2nd, 3rd, and 4th efforts on plays, whatever it takes to get a stop. We'll see if they can get a win in this first matchup between the teams this year. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. So knowing the kind of offensive team they're up against, they're coming in with the attitude they cannot let them get comfortable early.
Yeah, that's right. On D, they've got to come out with full intensity. Start slow, and they might find themselves with a big hole to dig out of.
Seems like coach has made that crystal clear for them tonight. He's got them ready to play some very aggressive defense in this one.
5 to shoot. Love kicks to Harris. Over Thompson. That's good from Harris on the assist by Love. Harris has got his first points of the night. We've already seen a few players make, Brent, a big leap over last year. Their hard work is really paying off.
The interesting thing over the past few years is just how intricate the off-season training is for players. And this is why I think the evolution of the game feels like it's been sped up. So many specialized coaches, so much time that guys want to work on facets of their game that are opening up opportunities. And with so much space that's on the floor for guys, we get to see those skill sets a little bit more often on a nightly basis. Awesome to see that players continue to strive to maximize their potential.
I agree. Here is Love. Following the basket by Lonzo Ball. Love finds Harris. Ball with the rebound.
Those are the types of looks that you got to finish deep in the paint and limited defensive effort.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Shoots from 12. The Nuggets with another miss. Last game for the Cavaliers, it was a loss to the Suns.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
Yeah, it just looked like, and I'm not sure if you guys saw this, but just never comfortable in this game. And the line certainly is one of those places where that could show up.
Here's Harris. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Cavaliers leading by 3. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
And Oladipo kicks to Harris. 1 second left. And that one released in time, but no good.
And right there, Young made...
And that does it for the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead, up by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Cleaning the glass. I mean, right from the jump. And that really helped them to set the tone.
I think you said it. If you start off playing physical, Greg, there's kind of the attention of the referees and the opponent that you're coming at them all night long.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Marc Gasol is out there with Thompson. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Young, and it's Ball in at the point. Oladipo misses.
Now, those are the kind of shots you like him taking. Even though he missed it, the offense will take those.
And even now in his mid-30s, Marc Gasol is fantastic. I mean, gives you everything you want at that center position. Strong defender and rebounder, and he has a host of ways to get you buckets.
Oladipo for 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. A wide open look for Gasol. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And Ball sets up his teammates, and when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
They get it back. Ingles uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that is one thing he does very well. His intensity on the glass helps lead to these high percentage putbacks for his team.
Young passes to Gasol. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Ball against Oladipo. Shot clock at 5. Thompson misses. And with Gasol, he continues to develop his outside shot, Greg, to act as a stretch center now.
Yeah, and really the combination of his 3-ball shooting and his passing, really, even at this stage of his career, makes him a tough cover. You worry if he'll settle too much for that outside shot, but boy, when he is on, there are few answers for slowing him down.
Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from Oladipo.
I like seeing Oladipo around the rim using the lift inside.
Young for 3. Rebound Love. Love's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oladipo goes in. Harris misses. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Oladipo pulls it down. Nuggets have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. 13 feet away. Second chance shot. Outside for Simmons. Nice shot from the wing.
Nice use of the mid-range J by Simmons, taking whatever the defense gives him out there.
Young taking his time here. Here's Thompson. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
I like the physicality there on the glass on full display. Great at hitting the boards and then capitalizing off the second chance opportunity.
Now here's Simmons. Passes it to Ingles. Takes a 3. A rebound by Young. The Cavaliers leading by 5. It's stolen by Harris. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Cavaliers with the rebound. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside Gasol. Young for 3. They get it back. Gasol kicks to Young. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Cavaliers now. And some good... Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoy for the Cavaliers. Kenny?
Well, they've been pounding I mean pounding it in the paint, not just taking the first three-pointer when it came across. That keeps the defense on its toes.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets. And that'll...
Welcome back to Denver, everyone. Traffic coming in and out of downtown Denver on this lovely night in the Rockies. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been quite a game for Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, the rebounding, particularly on the offensive side, as good as it gets. He was bringing the effort down low.
Yeah, those extra possessions, considering how hard it can be sometimes to find offense, become invaluable.
Joe Ingles is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Harris in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Ingles, sweet little floater. Ingles has got his second basket of the night. We've heard Coach Steve Kerr say the power forward position as we knew it is disappearing. You could say that maybe about the center position too.
I don't want to say that about the center position. What I want to tell you, Kevin, in my humble opinion, is that the center position has changed.
It's evolving.
So, yeah, I don't want to say that it's just disappeared, because there are players out there that are playing that position and doing a lot of the things that you would qualify as center-centric, screening, going down to the block, rim running to the post, being an option down low. But it's definitely changed.
But now we're seeing him go out and defend smaller guys in the perimeter, taking threes, and that's what's weird for your eyes to just kind of absorb what's going on.
Well, it's weird to absorb not only that and what those players individually are asked to do, but when you're at a game and you're sitting in the stands and all of a sudden you see 5 guys that are outside the three-point line. I mean, go back to the game in the 80s. It's the exact opposite. It was like, a bunch of ants on top of a lost candy bar sitting in the lane, gnawing at one another.
Right.
It's just changed. So the center position, not disappeared, just changed.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the night.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
2013, Victor Oladipo heard his name second in that draft. One of the best shooting guards in the league and getting better.
Now here's Gasol. Young with the ball. Out guarded by Simmons. 5 on the clock. Here's Ball. Here's Gasol. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Oladipo finds Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And that's what we mean by combo guard skills right there. Kept his head up and found the open man.
Harris against Young.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. They have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
And for Trae Young, it's a little unfair that he's already being compared to Steph Curry.
Scouts are always going to look for comparisons. And I'm not saying Young is Curry, but many of the strengths and weaknesses are similar. The size and athleticism, the insane range, and both have that it factor.
Well, at 6'4", Oladipo is certainly not the tallest guy on the court, but he makes up the difference with that explosive hop.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Pau Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional, more direct. And Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrating. I don't allow that. He knows controlling his frustration is important. He says, I'm working on it. Guys?
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Harris kicks to Simmons. No good. Shot missing. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. That one good for 2.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now, here's Oladipo. 6 points for him. Back to Simmons. Tries again, and the layup is good. Simmons got it all tied up now for Denver.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And here's Young. He's got 5. From deep. Off the mark.
And if Gary Harris does not close out, that shot probably goes in. Instead, no dice.
It's all tied in Denver. And we'll be back right after this. Mike Malone moments ago with some words for his players.
Raising a shot. No hit.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Denver shooting 39% from the floor at their best. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Tristan Thompson, Lonzo Ball out there with Young. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Gasol at the small forward. Now here's Oladipo. Denver needs to get off a shot. Love can't hit.
Credit the defense wisely avoiding fouling the shooter. Don't want to give up a personal there. And he made him attempt a difficult layup.
The Cavaliers shooting 39% from the floor at their best. Ball, the pass to Valanciunas. Young against Ingles.
And since halftime, he just doesn't have a clue when it comes to shooting.
Now that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
Simmons finds Oladipo. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. 9 points for Victor Oladipo.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Thompson in the corner. He had stolen by Ingles. Harris dishes to Simmons. Pass to Love. Simmons trying to get open. Nice D from Valanciunas.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
Now the pass to Young. Drains it from beyond the arc.
You have to guard Young tight. You got to know he's thinking of shooting as soon as the ball hits his hands.
Oladipo outside. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. That shot, no good.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Man, that's just tough because that would have tied up the score. That's a tough one to swallow here in the fourth.
Up against Ball. Down low. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Ball. Ball's got 3 assists tonight.
And Ball, a terrific distributor. He's got great size at that point guard position, which enables him to see over smaller defenders.
Now here's Simmons. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Oladipo against Gasol. Puts it up. And again, Denver no good.
You can see how clued in the defense is to take away those mid-range shots and challenge. Solid at getting a hand up in the face of the scorer.
Young against Harris. Feeds it to Ball. And stolen by Simmons. With the teardrop, the wide open look for Love. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
That's why Kevin Love with the ball right now is not a bad option.
Harris against Young. Kicks it to Ball. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Young in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Ball. Second shot opportunity. Offensive rebound. Here's Valanciunas. Good.
Well, that is NBA level right there.
No doubt. Professional move all the way. Puts the team on his back when it matters most.
Denver calls timeout. They're down by 4. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now Now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Jonas Valanciunas.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin is trying to keep him focused.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They trail by 4. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
They love to get it into the hands of their best scorer, but you also need a backup plan. Plan B has to be covered.
To the paint, here's Simmons. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And Simmons, just such a gifted player, someone who is mentally strong in these situations.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game. 17 seconds left in the game. Here's Oladipo, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
This is where Oladipo goes in and has no fear of drawing some contact. Nice job of getting through the defense.
Gets the first. That narrows the lead down to just 3. Oladipo hits them both.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a 1-possession game.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And, of course, all the comparisons to Steph Curry. Young just trying to be the best version of himself. And we've already seen the upside.
And here's Harris from the arc. And that one is off. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For
Jones in my